ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगेन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यम् तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। अपार करुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखर गुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। यत्कृपालेशमात्रेण पुमान् पूर्णः प्रजायते तं वन्दे ब्रह्मविद्धुर्यं सद्गुरुं चन्द्रशेखरम्। ॐ साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्तगोचरं तमगोचरम्
सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्तं गोचरं
सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्तगोचरं
तमगोचरम्
तमगोचरम्
गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्।
गोविन्दं
गोविन्दं
परमानन्दं
परमानन्दं
सद्गुरुं
सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्।
प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्।
सर्ववेदान्तैः यः ज्ञायते अन्य प्रत्यक्षादि प्रमाणैः यस्य गोचरं न भवति तस्य गोविंद भगवत्पादाचार्यस्य परमानन्दस्य सद्गुरोः सद्गुरोः पादान् नमस्करोमि इति आद्य मंगल श्लोकः. We have seen the meaning last three classes. They were reading the Vyakyanam. Let us read from Sarva Vedanta. I'll just quickly read and give the general meaning. You have to complete the shloka. This is the fourth class. Simple meaning of the shloka we know. That is more than enough. All these are extra. सर्व वेदांत सिद्धांत गोचर अगोचर पदयोः इयम् अन्या व्याख्या. The two padas sarva vedanta siddhanta gochara and agocharam, that also the another word was datam agocharam. Iyam anya vyakya, this is another interpretation. What sarva vedantanam siddhantaha निश्चितः अर्थः परब्रह्म इति यावत्. निश्चितः अर्थः of all the Vedanta, concluded meaning is परब्रह्म ईश्वरः इति. सः गोचरः विषयः यस्य सः सर्ववेदांत सिद्धांत गोचरः. That is the विषय. गोचरः is विषयः. सः गोचरः, that alone is known, from which, that is from the Upanishads. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharaha, that is the ascertainment of all the Vedanta, all the Upanishads. Aparokshi Brahma iti. Aparokshi Brahma. Brahma which is aparoksham. So aparokshi Brahma iti. That is Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharaha. Aparokshi Brahma iti. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharaha. Aparokshi Brahma iti yavat tam iti artaha. That Brahma which is aparokshi by whom? Who has known. So therefore it is referring to the person, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharaha, the compound. Gocharaha Vishayaha, which is known conclusively from all the Upanishads. Who is that aparokshikata Brahma? Who is that? That's what the Acharya said, that is my Guru Govindaha iti. So Govindaha, Govinda Bhagavat Padaha, aparokshikata Brahma is Brahma. He is a Tatparyam of entire Upanishad. Shankaracharya, he looks upon his Guru as Brahma. Therefore, he is a Gochara. He is a Vishaya of all the Vedanta. Who is he? Aparokshikata Brahma. He is the one who has Sakshat Krita, who has known Brahma. Aparokshikata is Sakshat Krita, same meaning. Aparokshikata, Sakshat Krita Brahma. Sakshat Krita Brahma, Yena Saha Sakshat Krita Brahma, or Aparokshikata Brahma, whatever it is. Tam Gurum Aham Pranataha Asmi. Then further he says, Na vidyante gocharaha shabdasparshadi vishayaha yasi iti sahatha tata. Another word, agocharaha, is the meaning of that is Na vidyante, not there, gocharaha, that is vishayaha, shabdasparshadi vishayaha, not there for knowing him. So, शब्दस्पर्शादि विषयाः न विद्यन्ते यस्य, for whom it is not there. Shabdasparshadi Vishaya not there. It doesn't have Shabdasparsha, Rupa, Rasagandha, all these Vishayas, all these objects of sense, all the senses, it doesn't have meaning. In the Mundaka Upanishad, we have seen a shloka. Yatadadresha Vagragya Magotram Avarnam Achakshu Shrotram Apadapanim Tad Yadbhuta Yorim Paripashyanti Diraha. Same way, Ita Adreshyam, that which cannot be seen. Ita Adreshyam Agragyam, that cannot be grasped. So doesn't have Shabdasparshadi Guna, not available for perception. It doesn't have any of the organs, any of the senses. Therefore, not available for perception. So Shabdadi Sparsha Vishayaha Navidyante. Who is that? It is Brahma. The Brahma also has got all these objects of senses. The Brahma becomes another being. So therefore, Navidyante Gocharaha Vishayaha. Gocharaha means Vishayaha. Vishayaha is objects, sense objects. Sense objects. It doesn't have senses and cannot be known. It's not an object of sense organs also. That is what it says. Navidyanti Tafargocharaha. Nirasta samasta vishes spragaha iti yavat tam iti. The one who is free from spraha, the desire for nirasta. Nirasta is given up. Samasta total. Vishaya. Vishaya spraha, the desire for sense Vishayas, sense objects. Tam iti artaha. Then Govindam iti, Govinda padasya kaha artaha. Beautifully explains Govindaha. We have seen before. Gobihi vindate iti Govindaha. The one who is obtained from Go can be Veda. Who is known from the Veda? Who is that? Ishvaraha, Brahma. That is one meaning which I gave. Yadi Acharyal, Sachidananda Shiva Bhinava Narasimha Bharati Mahaswami, he gives the meaning. Gaha Vachaha. Gaha is Go Shabda. Gauhu Gavo Gavaha. Gam Gavo Gaha. So Gaha is Vachaha, words. Avindate iti Govindaha. Govinda is one who knows Vak, who knows speech. Shabda Samoha. Veda ityartaha. Parishilita Vak Prapanchaha ityartaha. Who has analyzed the Vak Prapancha. The Vak Prapancha, who has analyzed thoroughly Vak Prapancha. How do you say that he has analyzed thoroughly Vak Prapancha? Govinda Bhagavat Pada alone in his previous avatara was Adishesha Patanjali, who wrote commentary on Panini Sutra, Mahabhashya. Therefore, he has analyzed thoroughly the words. Padam, grammatically, he has analyzed and he has authored Mahabhashyam. Therefore, in that, he has completely analyzed the structure of words, how a word should be grammatically properly formed. Therefore, he has got knowledge of all the words. That is why Gaha Vacha Vindata iti. Or another meaning also can be given. Ga, that is Ga can be Prithvi, Bhuvam. Tasyaha Punyavatva Sampadanaya Avindata Sarvada Brahmanishtatvat. That is, Gaha is Bhuvam. Tasyaha, that is Prithivyaha. Prithvi Punyavatva Sampadanaya. in order to sanctify this world. He sanctified this world. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. The Jagat, entire Jagat is Ishvara iti. By knowledge. Punyavatva Sampadana Avindata. Avindata means he knows, understood, and remained always in Brahma, Brahmanishtatvat, Sarvada. By that meaning also we can give Govindaha, one who is absorbed in Brahma all the time, was Avindata, who knows, was clearly known. This Jagat is Ishvaraha iti. So Gam Bhuvam Tasyaha Punyatva Sampadanaya Avindata. Understood one, he has understood clearly the reality of the world. The world is not different from Brahma, it is Ishvara. And he always abides in that Brahmanishta. Tata cha Uktam. Also it is Uktam said Kutra Kulam Pavitram Janani Kritartha Vishwambara Punyavati Chatena Apara Satchit Sukha Sagare Ismin Leenam Pare Brahmani Yasya Chetaha iti. Yasya Chetaha. Chetaha is Manaha, Antakaranam. Yasya, one's whose mind is Apara Satchit Sukha Sagara, the ocean of Sukham, happiness. What Sukha? Satchit Ananda, that is a Sukha. Apara Satchit Sukha Sagara, the Sagara which is shoreless, and that Aspin Sagare, Aspin Leenam, that is as compared to Brahma. In that Brahma, one whose mind is always absorbed, then Kulam Vitram, his Kula, his family is blessed. The one who has given birth to such a person is blessed. Janani Kritartha. The mother Kritartha is Kritaha Arthaha Yaya. She has done what is to be done. She has accomplished the very purpose of life. Janani, the Mata, is mother. Vishwambara Punyavati cha. The entire world becomes Punyavati, is purified by such a person whose mind is absorbed in this Brahma. That is, he blesses the entire Jagat. And because being a Jnani, presence of Jnani blesses the entire Jagat. Like how one Ramana Maharshi converted the entire Travanamali like that. The author he quotes how the entire world is blessed by the presence of a Brahmanishta. Atava, or another meaning also he gives. Gam Prativim Dharyatvena Vindat Swasya Shesha Avataratvat iti Govindaha. Gam, again, Gam is Prithvi, the earth. Dharyatvena Avindat. Dharyatvena Avindat, he knows the Prithvi as object that should be supported. Dharit is the one who is the sustainer. Avindat knows the Prithvi Dharyatvena to be supported. How do you say? Swasya Shesha Avatara Tvat iti. Because he alone was Shesha, Adi Shesha Avatara. The previous is Govinda Mahatpada is incarnation of Adi Shesha. Therefore, the entire Prithvi, the one who knows the entire Prithvi has to be supported. Therefore, by that meaning also we can give Govindaha, Kam Prithivim, Dharyatvena Vindate, as something, Prithvi is something to be supported. How do we say for Govinda Bhagavad? Because he himself was Adishesha, therefore. Or Govindaha iti Abhidalankritatva cha itam iti artaha. Abhidalankrit, Abhida is name. It's a Namakara, it's a name the name of the Acharya. Govinda iti Abhidalankritatvat. Abhidalankritatvat, that is the hetu, the reason. Is known by the name Govinda. Therefore, Govindaha, Shankaracharya's guru. Tam Pranataha Asmi iti Acharya says. Another word in the shloka was Paramanandam. I gave the meaning Paramascha, so Anandaha, Paramanandaha. That is what here also the author says. Though the word is a compound, samasa, being a compound can be interpreted in many ways. So here he explains that in Bhagavrugi as well as Tatpurusha, but takes Tatpurusha to be better. Why? He says, Paramaha Niratishayaha. Paramaha is equal to Niratishayaha, unsurpassable, uncomparable, Niratishayaha, Paramaha, so great. Bhagu Janma Sanchita, Bhagu Bhagula Sukrita Sadhya Chitta Shuddhi Dvarakatvat Sarvakarma Sannyasa Purvaka Jnana Nishtha Labhyatvacha Tadrshaha Anandaha Sukam Mokshaha iti Yavat. Why that Ananda is Paramaha? Because that Ananda cannot be gained without having earned a lot of punya, having learned a lot of punya and having practiced many sadhanas for Antakarana Shuddhi and Sarva Karma Sannyasa Purvaka Jnana Nishtha Labhyatvacha. And that is gained only by Jnana Nishtha, which is preceded by giving up of all karma. So Tadrasha Anandaha, the type of Ananda is, that is Ananda is Sukham, and that is what Moksha is. Sarva Karma Sannyasa Purvaka Jnana Nishtha Labhyatva Moksha iti. Saha Asya Asti iti Paramanandaha. That Ananda is there for whom is called Paramananda iti. One way of interpreting the compound. Atava, or Saha Asya, that is Saha is Anandaha. Anandaha Asya Asti iti. This is one way. Atava, or Moksha Kale Dharma Dharminoho Abhavat Bhuvriho Lakshana Kalpanena Gauravacha Paramascha so Anandascha iti Karmadareha Brahmibhutaha iti Yavat. Moksha Kale, at the time of moksha, Dharma Dharmainoha Abhavat, at the time of knowledge, at the time of freedom, there is no distinction between a dharma and dharmi. Dharmi is one who has got dharma. So Dharma Dharminoho Abhavat, because of the absence of the dharma and dharmi. Dharma is attribute. The one who has attribute is dharmi. So therefore, the time of moksha, where is the dharma dharmi distinction? Ananda is myself, the very person. Ananda is aham, anandaha, dharma iti. Therefore, if Paramananda, the word is, if it is taken to be a Bhagavrihi, then the meaning would be the one who has yasya asti, that meaning will come. Yasya asti means that person has attributes, has this lakshana. But at the time of moksha, where is this lakshana? There is no distinction between the dharma and dharmi. The dharmi becomes a very dharma. There is no dharma dharmi, that Veda. Therefore, which compound would be better? Paramascha Anandaha chaiti karmadaraha, it is better. He is Paramaha and he is Anandaha. Not that one who has this Ananda. As Ananda means as that particular dharma. So therefore, Paramascha Anandaschaiti karmadaraha. Karmadara is a type of compound. Brahmibhutaha iti yavat. Rameshwara is a word, for example. The word can be interpreted in so many ways. It's a compound. Ramascha so Ishvaraha Rameshwaraha. He is Rama and Ishvara. Ramasya Ishvaraha is another way of interpreting the compound. He is the Lord of Rama. Or Ramaha Ishvaraha Yasya Saha can refer to a person for whom Rama is the Ishvara. So, compound being one, interpretations can be many. Similarly, here also Paramanandaha, the word is taking and is saying why it should be Karmadharya. Karmadharya is better. Because in Karmadharya, both the words referring to the same person, not that person enjoys the dharma. So that's why he said Brahmi Bhutaha. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. Therefore, Brahmi Bhutaha is not different from Brahma, he is Brahma. Therefore, Paramaschaso Anandaha iti Karmadharyaha Brahmi Bhutaha iti yavat. Sayoha Vaitat Paramam Brahma Veda. Brahmaiva Bhavati. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati ityadi Shutibhyaha Mundakopanishad. Saha yaha tat param brahmam veda. Saha Brahma eva bhavati. The one who recognizes himself to be Brahma is Brahma. Not he becomes Brahma. There is no conversion. He is Brahma all the way. He understands the fact that Aham Brahma iti. Therefore, Brahmavit, the knower of Brahma, Brahma eva bhavati. So there is no becoming here. Already it is the fact, accomplished fact. Praptasya prapti tadvishe jnanam eva apekshate. Therefore, jnanam labdva, having gained that jnanam, aham Brahma asmi. Does he become Brahma or he recognizes himself to be Brahma? Becoming Brahma, then there can be an unbecoming Brahma possible. Therefore, there is no becoming. Becoming is samsara. Samsara only there is becoming. You can become something and you can unbecome. Whereas when it comes to Brahma, you are that already. I don't know if that's a problem, ajnanam. That ajnanam goes away in the wake of knowledge. Sarva karma sannyasa purvaka jnana nishtaya, that jnanam labdva, the person recognizes aham jagat karanam brahma iti. Therefore Brahma with Brahma evavati. So therefore karmadharya is better iti acharya establishes. Iti shrutibhyaha tam iti artaha. Then the next word, every word he explains very beautifully. Sadguru, Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. The word Sadguru was there. What is Sadguru? Given the meaning, Sat meaning Brahma. Brahma Vidyayaha Guruhu, Sadguruhu iti. Here, the Acharya says, Sadguru is Sanchaso Guruscha iti Sadguruhu, Tam iti artaha. Sadguru is Sat and Guru, made of two words. Sanchaso Sat, San is Shatranta. Kridanta, San Santo Santaha. Sanchaso Guruhu, it takes this also to be a Karmadharaya compound. Sancha Aso Guruhu is Sat. He is Sat and he is the Guru. Atra Kimartam Vidam Sat Visheshanam. Why we require this Sat Vishesha here? Why the word Sat is as an Visheshanam, as an adjective required to the Guru, the word Guru? Guravaha Viralaha Loke Shishyas Santapaha, sorry, Nanu. Guravaha Bhagavaha Santi Shishya Vittapahārakaha. Guravaha Viralaha Loke Shishya Santapaharakaha. It's a subhashitam. It's a saying, the popular saying is there. Guravaha Bhagavaha Santi Loke. There are many gurus in the world who Shishya Vitta Apaharakaha, who take away the wealth of the Shishya. They are interested in the money what the Shishya has. Rich devotee, rich people. Therefore, the Guru is interested in their money. So, therefore, Vitta Apaharakaha Guravaha Bhagavaha santi loke, whereas Guravaha viralaha loke, those gurus are very rare. Who is really interested in Shishya Santapaharakaha, who are interested in removing the afflictions of the Shishya. What is affliction? The samsara. So those gurus are rare in the world. Iti abhiyuk, abhiyukta uktehe Shishya vittapahara gatva abhava Shishya Santapaharakatva yogo dyotakam tad visheshanam iti chet. Therefore, in order to present it, that is, here the sun, the word is used to indicate that the guru is not Shishya Vitta Apaharakaha, natu Shishya Santa Apaharakaha. Dyotakam to indicate that the word sun as Visheshanam is used. If it is say, then it says it is used. So idam tavat bhavan prashtavyaha kim gurutvam shishyatvam cha jatihi iti manyate. Then as a sequel to it, another question is asked. You say gurutvam, here the question to be asked. That gurutvam, shishyatvam, is it jati? We have got the language. Jati, kriya, sambandha, guna, jati, guna, kriya, sambandha. That is, it's all shabda pravritti nimitta. It's really highly technical subject matter it is. But I have discussed this in the grammar class, advanced grammar class, a little elaborately. I just tell the gist of what it is. Shabda pravritti nimitta. It's a word. That is a word which is used in the language. It must have a nimitta for its usage. It must have a nimitta, a reason, a karanam, a purpose for its usage. For example, when you say ghata, ghata is a pot, ghata. I cannot refer to a matha and say this is a ghata. Matha is mat. I cannot refer to a pata and say this is ghata. Why? Mate ghatatvam nasti. Pate ghatatvam nasti. Gate ghatatvam asti. That which has ghatatvam, that is the pravritti nimitta for calling that as a ghata. That which has patatvam, that is the pravritti nimitta for calling that object as a pata, a cloth. Similarly, mata, a flower has flowerness. That is why it is called a flower. A table is not a flower because the table doesn't have a flowerness. Tableness is not in the flower. Therefore, you cannot call a flower as a table. To call a table as a table, the table must have tableness. Because tableness is there. That is why the word table is there. You can use it. It's called Shabda Pravritti Nimitta. Similarly, Gurutvam Shishyatvam. It is the jati. So that Shabda Pravritti Nimitta could be either because of a jati, a species, or because of guna, the characteristics, or because of the action, or because of samanda, jati, guna, kriya, samanda. All this could be for the Shabda Pravritti Nimitta, for the application, for the usage of a word. Now here the Gurutvam and Shishyatvam is a jati iti manyate va iti, the question is asked. Nahi Gurutvadikam jatihi sankaryat. No, Gurutvam etc. cannot be jati. Why we say so? Sankaryat, Sankarasya bhavaha Sankarya, not Shankara. Sankara means confusions. In first chapter Gita also is there. Sankaro narakaya eva kulagnanam kulasya cha iti. Sankara is confusion, mixing up. Gurutvam na jatihi. It is because it is because of mixing up confusion. Why you said so? That is tatahi gurutvam vihaya manusyatvam shishyatmaka manushye. Shishya is I just read and give simple meaning. Manusyatvam vihaya gurutvam deve upayogo samaveshah manusyatmaka guraviti sankarya prasangat. So a shishya is a guru is both belong to what jati? Manushya jati, species, Manushya jati. Therefore, Manushyattvam is common. So Guru has got Manushyattvam, Shishya has got Manushyattvam. Shishya doesn't have Gurutvam, Guru doesn't have Shishyatvam. Therefore, we cannot say Gurutvam is a jati. Manushyattvam is a jati. How can we say Gurutvam is a jati? Because both are not present commonly in all. Manushyatmaka Guru. Manushyatmaka Guru iti is the Manushya and is a Guru. Iti, you are mixing up both. Manushya has got Manushyatvam. Whether it is Shishya or Guru, Manushya has got Manushyatvam. So therefore, then who is a Guru? So Guru is one who has got Manushyatvam and Gurutvam. That's how we have to take it. That. So not every human being is a Guru, or not every human being is a Shishya. Shishya doesn't have Gurutvam. So Gurutvam, so therefore we cannot say Yatra Yatra Manushyatam Tatra Tatra Gurutvam. We cannot say. Yatra Yatra Manushyatam Tatra Tatra Gurutvam, not possible. Because a Manushya could be a disciple, a Shishya. There is no Gurutvam in the Shishya. What about Gurutvam? So therefore Gurutvam, the Gurutvam, it is there in the case of Deva, some Devas also. That Yadyapi Deva Gurutvam Asmadadinam Asambhavitam Tatapi Purvesham Bhavat Manam Asiditi Puranadihi Vihi Avagamyate. अथवा देवानां देवगुरु कत्वस्य दुष्प्रत्युहत्वा सांकर्यं वज्रलेपायते एव. So therefore the idea here is the Gurutvam is not a jati. Otherwise there will be mixing up of the Gurutvam and Manushyatvam. Gurutvam is not seen commonly in all the Manushya. Yatra yatra Manushyatvam tatra tatra Gurutvam na. Yatra yatra Shishyatvam tatra tatra. Shishya should be a human being. Tatra tatra Manushyatvam. Yaha Guruhu Saha Manushyaha. That is also possible. But there are Deva Gurus. There are some people for whom Deva is a Guru. Lord is a Guru. So therefore, Guru is not just a human. He could be a human being or it could be a Deva also. There are some people who have God themselves as a Guru. Deva Gurutvam. But there also, the same logic will apply. Devatvam is there and Gurutvam is there. Yatra yatra Devatvam tatra tatra Gurutvam, can we say no? That also we cannot say there because not all Devas are Gurus. So therefore, the idea is Gurutvam is not a jati. Then what is that Gurutvam? Tasmat Gurutvadikam na jatihi kintu hitopadeshtritvam Gurutvam. Status of being a Guru is Ita Upadeshtritvam. One who teaches Ita, which is good. That is what Gurutvam is. Itopadeshtritvam Gurutvam. Tata cha Shishya Vittapaharakatva Abhava शिष्य संतापहारकत्वयोगो गुरु पदात् एव प्राप्तौ किम अनेन सद्विशेषेण इति प्राप्ते अत्र उच्यते शिष्य वित्तापहारकत्व अभावात् the status of being the usurper of the wealth of the shishya absent of that state, and the status of being the remover of the afflictions of the shishya. Therefore, the word guru, praptau, the word guru is used. Guru is one who removes the afflictions of the shishya, not the wealth of the shishya. Then that meaning is there for the guru, guru padadau, guru padadeva, from the guru padadeva praptau. Why this word sat, the visheshanam, it is there? For that we say itopadeshtratvam gurutvam. यद्यपि इतोपदेष्टृत्वम् एव गुरुत्वं तथापि न हि सर्वे अपि गुरवः शिष्यसम्बन्धीनि सर्वाणि हितानि जानन्ति. Even though we say itopadeshtratvam gurutvam, one who is interested in the hita of the shishya, but not all the gurus. Sarve Guravaha Shishya Sambandhini Sarvani Hitani Jananti. Not all the gurus know the hita, what is beneficial for the students, for the Shishya. Atapi Swatmana Jnatani Hitani Shishyebhyaha Upadishantaha Guravaha Uchyante Hita Upadeshtritva Anapayat. But Swatmana Jnatani Hitani, by himself, what he has known, understood to be hita, that the person teaches to the shishya. So therefore, they are called guru. They are called guru. What is good for the shishya alone they teach. Itopadeshtritvam. Itopadeshtritva anapayat. So that which is beneficial to the shishya, that alone what characterizes a guru. Therefore, in order to present the guru as one who is interested in the welfare of the disciple, not in the wealth of the disciple. Therefore, ita upadeshtritvam gurutvam iti ataha tebhyaha vyavarthanaya sadvisheshanam idam. Therefore, in order to distinguish from that, the word sat is used. So there are many gurus. So in order to distinguish that guru who is really interested in the welfare of the disciple, the word sat is used. Iti Acharya says. These are all possible. In the interpretation, we can, great people in the Sampradaya, they give different interpretation. These are all their thinking, the interpretation. So Sat, that is the meaning of the word Sat. Sat means that now the meaning as per the Acharya, what is the meaning is itopadeshtritva, itopadeshtru, itopadeshta ityartaha. Ayantu guruhu shishya sambandhini sarvani apaitani jhananti iti sadguruhu. Therefore, the guru knows what is good for the disciple. That is why he could impart those teaching to the disciple. He is interested in the welfare of the disciple, not in the interest in the wealth of the disciple. That's why the word Sat as Visheshanam to the Guru is there, the shloka. Pranataha asmiti, last padam. Tad visheshya swa adhika utkrishthatva prakara gyanavan. Swa avadika. Swa avadika उत्कृष्टत्व प्रकार ज्ञानवान स्व अवधिक उत्कृष्टत्व प्रकाश व्यापारवान च अस्मि इति अर्थः. प्रणतः अस्मि means I do namaskara. Why? Because he is jnanavan. he has got knowledge. And Visheshyaka Swa Avadika Utkrishthatva Prakara Jnanavan. Swa Avadika Utkrishthatva Prakasha Vyapara Jnanavancha Asmiti. So it means I do namaskara to the Guru. Pranataha aham asmi iti. I do namaskara to the Guru because the Guru must be Jnanavan, is Utkrishta, Swa Adhika, greater than me, greater than the Shishya. Namaskara to whom you do? You don't do namaskara to the people of same cadre, same caliber, or same, same age or same thing. There must be some taratamya. Must be some differences. Guru must be superior. The person must be superior, greater. Then only you do namaskara. Therefore, and what is the greatest? Prakashaka Vyaparavan Aham Asmi. So I do namaskara to the Guru who is greater than me. Prantaha Aham Asmi iti. And the word Aham, that also the Acharya explains. Pranataha Aham Asmi iti. Asmi itself suggests that the word Aham is there. Antakarna avachinna chaitanya muchyate. Aham is, Acharya says Aham is Antakarnam, the mind, which is Antakarna avachinna chaitanya muchyate. Upadi parichinnasya namaskartrutvadi ayogat. The word aham referring to Chaitanya, Atma, which is avachinna conditioned by the Antakaranam. Then only that aham Shuddha Chaitanyam can do namaskara to another Shuddha Chaitanyam. Otherwise, how will do? Everything is Brahma. One Brahma cannot do namaskara to another Brahma. Antakaranam, which is avachinna, which is conditioned, which is limited. That ahamiti, the word referring to the antakaranam, which is avachinna, which is conditioned, which is limited. That is upadhi. Antakaranam is a upadhi. Chaitanyam conditioned by the upadhi antakaranam is antakarana avachinna chaitanyam. That is what aham is. So upadhi parichinnasya, upadhi aparichinnasya, upadhya parichinnasya is upadhi aparichinnasya. Upadhi antakaranam, which is not conditioned, that cannot do namaskara. How it will do namaskara? When the person is a jnani, everything is Brahma, Ishvara for him. To whom, to what he will do namaskara? Namaskartatvadi, namaskartatvadi ayogat. There cannot be namaskara, etc. for that person who is not conditioned by, whose antakaranam is not conditioned by, whose antakaranam is not conditioned. Unconditioned antakaranam, one who has. It means enlightened antakaranam. The one who knows aham brahma asmiti, then how can that person do namaskara? So that act of namaskara salutation implies that antakaranam is conditioned, antakaranam is limited. Chaitanyam is limited by the antakarana upadhi. That is, there is a buddhi, individual, the sense of individuality. Only when the sense of individuality is there, then only the namaskara can be offered. Here the Shishya offering namaskara to the Guru. It doesn't mean Acharya is Ajnani. That meaning should not take. That is not the idea. Even if the Shishya is Jnani, and also he does namaskara to the Guru out of reverence. That is how we have to take it here. But here Acharya doesn't say that. He just says aham iti. The word aham as prantaha asmi mean this antakarana vachina chaitanyam. Aham is antakaranam, shuddha chaitanyam. Aham is antakaranam. Antakaranam which is conditioned by antakarana vachina chaitanyam. Chaitanyam which is conditioned by the antakaranam. Antakaranam is the upadhi. Therefore aham is chaitanyam. Consciousness, chaitanyam. That chaitanyam which is conditioned by the upadhi does namaskara to the guru. The reason why is because the chaitanyam which is not conditioned cannot do namaskara. Namaskara is not possible. The act of namaskara is not possible for the chaitanyam which is not conditioned. So therefore, since the word pranataha asmi is there, therefore this interpretation is given. But we can understand when Acharya himself does namaskara, he has reverence for the guru from whom he received the teaching. So out of reverence, even though a shishya is jnani, because a shishya is jnani doesn't mean that he will put his hand on over the shoulders of the guru and then walk like that. Guru is always a guru only. Therefore, out of reverence also for giving the teaching and for removing the santapa, the afflictions, that reverence always will be there. Therefore, pranataha asmi, iti says, we can take it that way. So, with this, the commentary to this shloka is there. Then the next shloka is a beautiful shloka. It's a beautiful shloka and at the same time highly controversial shloka. But we have to take it in the right spirit. We'll see as per the tradition what is said and our interpretation also, or we take also that also. Otherwise, if we go by the traditional interpretation, then nobody can study Vedanta. Only a particular section of the society alone will be eligible to study Vedanta, nobody else. But but we don't take it that way, though the traditional acharyas interpret that way. Always there is concession given. So we will see both the meaning. Right? We will see what the traditional acharya says, that also we must know. So that we understand how great this Vedanta is. At the same time, from our standpoint, from whichever varna or ashrama we are there, from there how we can approach, how much benefit we can derive, that also we have to learn, that also we will know, and we will see from that standpoint also. How the modern acharyas like Chinmayananji or Puja Swamiji interpret the shloka. That also we'll see. Now, let us read the shloka number 2. So, Dhyana shloka is done. Then, from this shloka onwards, we will refer to Chandra Shekharendra Bharati Swamigal. Their commentary just we will read. Not this, because the Dhyana shloka is explained by Shiva Vinava Dasima Bharati Tirtha Swamigal. Other shlokas, the Dhyana shloka are not explained here by Chandrasekhara Bharati Swamigal. From second shloka only the interpretation is there. Therefore, we can refer from this book henceforth. This book also we can refer whenever required. I will refer this for certain meanings. Okay, now the next shloka. See, the purpose of reading so elaborately is at least finally we get the gist of the shloka. We will never forget. It's the idea. We can't remember everything, all the points. There are some tarka is involved. The tarka may be important or may not be. Every point they will discuss why this, why what. So they're all tarka. So we don't have to give so much importance to tarka. Understand the gist, that is the idea. Word by word and all, it's not possible to discuss, and we don't require also. Okay, understand the gist of the shloka. That much is it's enough, more than enough for us. After that, we can do our homework on that. Now, the next shloka we'll read. Jantūnām narajanma durlabhamatah
जन्तूनां
जन्मदुर्लभतः
पुंस्त्वं ततो विप्रता
ततो विप्रता
तस्माद्वैदिकधर्ममार्गपरता
तस्माद्वैदिकधर्ममार्गपरता
विद्वत्त्वमस्मात् परम्
विद्वत्तमस्मात् परम्
आत्मानात्मविवेचनं स्वनुभवो
आत्मानात्मविवेचनं स्वनुभवो
ब्रह्मात्मना संस्थितिः
ब्रह्मात्मना संस्थितिः
मुक्तिर्नो शतजन्मकोटिसुकृतैः
मुक्तिर्नो शतजन्मकोटिसुकृतैः
पुण्यैर्विना लभ्यते
पुण्यैर्न लभ्यते
So starting from this shloka, second shloka, then up to third shloka, 3, 4, as well as 5. Takonvasti modatma yastasvarde pramadyati durlabam manusham degam. So, manusham degam durlabam means manushya janma prashamsa, the greatness of human birth. That is a topic from the second shloka to the fifth shloka. First shloka, dhyana shloka, starts with Manushya Janma Prashamsa. There are 8.4 lakh species of beings in the world. It is said in the Padma Puranam. Maybe next class I will share the shloka. I don't remember the shloka now. 84 million species are there. Among the only species, in each species there are so many subspecies, and then that population, that number is so huge. They are the Jantavaha, Praninaha, Jivaha. Iti. Jantu means Jayate iti Jantuhu. That which is born is called Jantu. Born again and again. Jayate iti Jantuhu. Praninaha iti. So, Jantavaha, Jantunam is Shashti Bhakti. Jantunam Narajanma Durlabham. That's one statement. Jantunam Manushya Janma Durlabham. So that statement tells that it is Manushya Janma is rare. Durlabham Manushya Janma. Jantunam Madhye Narajanma Manushya Janma Durlabham. Janma is Napumsakalinga. That's why Durlabham. Then how this Manushya Janma is obtained? The last line. Last line can be connected for everything. Punnir vina na labhyate. Punnir vina Manushya Janma. Not only Punya. Punya also as well as some Papa. But more of Punya should be there. Manushya Janma requires Punyam also. Not only Papa. If it is only Papa, then Adho Janma. If it is only Punya, then Deva Janma. So there should be Punyam as well as some Papa. That is why we have both Sukha and Dukkha Anubhava. So therefore Durlabham. So some Grace is there, that is why Manushya Janma. So, Jivaha, Manushya Janma. So, Jantunam, Jivanam, Madhye, Nara Janma. What is a Jiva? The definition of Jiva already, other places, other Prakana Grantha we have seen. Jiva is Chaitanya Sagita Sukshma Karana Shariram Jivaha. Who is a Jiva? Jiva is one who has Sukshma Shariram and Karana Shariram. That Jiva alone, it's called Jiva in general, any Jiva. That alone acquires a body. Could be any body. Among the bodies, Manushya body is rare. So, Manushya body is Durlabham. Manushya body is the Stula Shariram. Because every Jiva has got Karana Shariram and Sukshma Shariram. Stula Shariram matters. What is the difference between a frog and a human being? Frog also has got Karana Shariram. They also has Sukshma Shariram. Human beings also has. And what makes a difference? That gross body alone makes a difference. Gross body is important. So therefore, Stula Janma Praptihi, that is Durlabham. Manushya Stula Janma Praptihi, Durlabham, Ativa Durlabham. Why we say that? Because all our bodies only, whatever may be Stula Shariram, it has got Sukshma and Karana. Fine, but only in Manushya Shariram, there can be complete manifestation of Sukshma Shariram and its faculty. That is why Manushya Shariram is Durlabham iti. So that the author here, Acharya, begins with glorifying the Manushya Janma. Manushya Stula Sharira Janma. Stula Shariram Manushya is glorified. Because through that only the Sukshma Shariram can completely manifest. The faculties of the Sukshma Shariram can be manifest. That is why it is glorified. The glorification doesn't end here. Among the human beings, what is further Durlabham? One by one he says. Finally he says, Muktihi. The Mukti is not possible without having earned the Punya which is acquired in Shata Janma Koti Sukrutaihi, in crores of birth without having accumulated the Punya. Mukti is not possible. Finally he concludes. So in between what is there, that we will see in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದः
ಧನ್ಯವಾದः
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು
ಧನ್ಯವಾದः
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.